Today or whatever. Go on Spreaker and just find. There's so many great shows on there. I'm impressed, and he's also got a great show himself. LaDonna says Kurt Warner helped Rams in the Cardinals. He did, but I think it's the Super Bowl. You get the Super Bowl, you go to another Super Bowl. I think that's the reason why he got in, but to me it was a little bit premature, and I think it's favoritism. That's it. There's no other way to describe it. There's no other suggestion. It's favoritism. Whoever the writers like, whoever the voters like, is who they put in. It has nothing, to me, it has somewhat to do with stats, but a huge deal to do with, did we as reporters or writers or whoever, did we like this person? Did this person like us? Did this person talk to us? Were they friends with us? That's the same thing with like Barry Bonds. Barry Bonds is not going to get in because people didn't like him. I think the steroids thing is a part of it, but a huge part of it is because he was a jerk to the media. But that doesn't mean he wasn't one of the best hitters of all time. So that's my rant on that. Once again, we'll be taking callers for the next 15 minutes. Next up, we're going to be talking national championship game with my man Larry B. We'll be talking about that, dive into that game, which is going to be a good one. I'm not going to let you know who my pick is yet, but I'm leaning towards a team that I'm sure a lot of people probably are leaning towards. But call in number 469-351-0881 for the next 14 minutes. Appreciate the calls. Also, you look at some other names on the list here. Ty Law. To me, Ty Law should be in. A staple cornerback, probably one of the first shut down corners that I'm aware of and that I know of. All right, we got a caller up on the line. What's your name and what you want to talk about?
This is LaDonna. How you guys doing?
Doing good. Good. How are you?
Oh, I'm good. I had to put the baby down for a second.
I hear you. Congratulations.
There's so many things I want to talk about. Oh, thank you. I still want to know, because I don't know if someone saw it. I want to know how everybody feels about Bill Belichick and the whole riff. Do you think he's still going to be in New England? And then also, I want to talk to you because I just saw that Rob Marinelli is thinking about retiring. How do you feel about that?
Whoa, that must have just came out. Woo,
it just came out, like within probably like the last couple, like probably while you're on the show, it came out. He's thinking about retirement.
I appreciate that call. So to the first question, we did kind of talk about it. I think this Belichick thing, we're starting to see two guys that are aggressors. You know, two guys that are starting to now go at each other. Which I in the back of my mind, I'm like, it's got to happen sooner or later. They're two aggressors. They're two. And I'm the king of the hill kind of guys, even though they don't act like that in the media, but that's what they are. And I think one of them is going to have to go. And to me, I think he's going to pick, and it's going to probably come down to Kraft, but I think it's going to be Belichick. I don't know if he's going to pick Tom Brady. Tom Brady doesn't have that many years left. Belichick can probably coach for the next, 10, 20 years possibly. And there was a comment that came out. Kraft said he's strongly believes that he's going to stay.
I saw that. But I didn't believe it. Of course, you're going to say whatever to make your team look good.
You're going to try to make it, to whatever you want it to make it sound like and make it go in the right direction. But I think at the end of the day, I think they're going to be fine with each other. I think it's a riff right now. But to me, the big question is, if this causes them to not win another Super Bowl, to me, that would be it's time to break it up and it's time to move on, because that's their main focus every single year, win a Super Bowl, and they're always close to winning it. But this is the first time I've seen this happen towards the playoffs. And this is a huge issue for them.
Someone comment in my group saying they're going for the Rams just due to the fact that the win against the Rams started this. They want the Rams this year to end it.
Okay.
I never thought about it that way until
Me either.
until he brought it up.
Yeah, I didn't think about that either. Which this Rams team is young. They're aggressive. They don't have any they don't have anybody telling them you can't do this or we're too young to do this, because their coach is 34 years old. So they're all going at this together. Now the next question with Marinelli.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't see that coming. But you're in Dallas. I'm sure you probably listen to the Fan or you listen to ESPN radio or whatever.
Yeah.
But the name Eberflus, Matt Eberflus, has been floating around for the past couple of days, and I think they're either trying to easily push out Marinelli or say, "Hey, we'll demote you to defensive line. We want somebody young in here." And I think it's time. I think the game is starting to pass him. Marinelli's big thing is everybody win your matchup, which is good.
Yeah.
If that was like 1975, but this is 2018 now. There is schemes. We don't really pass rush either. We everybody win your matchup, but that doesn't always win the game. So I think it's time. So if this is the last time we're going to see Marinelli, I think he's done a great job. I would love for him to be the defensive line coach because that's his baby. That's what he's been helping to build. But when was the last time we heard Marinelli talk about the secondary or talk about the linebackers? Defensive line is his thing, and I think that's what he excels at, but the game's passing him by.
Yeah, it is. I just wish that it was him and Linehan, but, I guess beggars can't be choosers.
Yeah, you can't get both. Can't get a combo deal on that one. You might have to wait till next year.
Dang it.
But
that's all I wanted.
Appreciate you for calling in. So when is the show coming back? I know you got the baby. I know you're working on that.
I have to talk to my co-worker. I mean, co-host, co-worker. I feel like we're co-workers. So we argue sometimes, but no, I have to talk to my co-host. I'm thinking about changing days just due to the fact that it's harder for me during the week now with the baby,
right? To
do my show since my husband works overnight. So he sleeps when I do my show.
Oh, okay.
So, and my son doesn't sleep during the day.
Yeah. The new baby.
Yeah,
the new baby going through that.
He's 3 months.
New life.
He's 3 months. Oh no, he sleeps at night. He just don't sleep during the day. So I guess I can't really complain.
Yeah.
But yes, I will talk soon.
That's good.
Yeah, I will talk to him soon, and hopefully we'll figure out something, me and him, and I will let everyone know when our show is coming back on the air.
All right. Well, I appreciate you for calling in. Great talking to you. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
All right. That was LaDonna. She has a show with Brian. I think it's Brian Jones. It's on 3 and Out network on Spreaker. Once again, like I said, Spreaker's got a lot of great shows. So you can check out her show. I'll push it out on the BS3 Sports page on Facebook. And if you're not already following the BS3 Sports page, go do that on Facebook, facebook.com BS3 Sports. Go follow it or like it, go like it. Also follow me on Twitter at BS3 Sports. Mo Cheese says, I may be wrong, but Kurt Warner had championships in the CFL prior to coming to the NFL, which also helps with his overall career was looked at. But I don't think he should have gotten in so quickly. I agree with you. And this is the NFL Hall of Fame. So I understand what you did in the CFL, but that, to me, that doesn't relate to the NFL. That would be like a guy who played he played arena football. He was great in it. So I do think it was prematurely. I think he probably would have got in if he would have played a little bit longer. Because looking back at my stats here, I had the stats up. Let me try to go back to it real quick. But Kurt Warner is not in the top 20 of passing yards. I think that's huge. I'm a big stats guy. I've said that before. I'll say it again. I think you need to be in at least the top 20. And Kurt Warner's not even in the top 20. But big thing is he got a championship. Mochi says Carson Palmer definitely will make it into the Hall of Fame. Question, is Vic a Hall of Famer? That is a great question. That is like the question of the day right there. I think you do put him in the Hall of Fame. I do. Is he up there with the stats? No. But I think another part of the Hall of Fame is how has someone affected the game? And Vic completely flipped the game upside down like nobody's ever seen it before. So I think his impact on the game, to me, should be a reason why he should be in the NFL. Like I said, the stats don't add up, but I think he should be in the NFL for the fact matter of that he helped transcend the game like nobody has ever done. And people will remember the name Michael Vick for forever. Will people remember Kurt Warner for forever? I don't know. Will people remember Carson Palmer forever? I highly doubt it. But Michael Vick, 20 years from now, people will be talking about Michael Vick and that play against the Vikings where he ran like 60 yards for a touchdown. So my vote is yes. And everybody out there in the chat room, what is your vote? Do you think Vic should be a Hall of Famer? Which I think is a great question. All right, so we are going to talk the national championship game with my guy, Larry B. He's been on the show all college football season, talking college football, so we got to talk the national championship game. We're going to take a break, and then right after that, we will have Larry B. of IE Sports Radio talking Georgia versus Alabama. To me, probably one of the biggest games as far as national championship games that we've seen, because these teams are very equal. Very equal. You could put them side by side, and they're very, very similar. And it's an all SEC championship, which I don't know when or if we've seen that before. So, we'll be right back. You're tuned into the BS3 Sports Show.
The Jones Experience Grooming Studio. The look, the feel, the lifestyle. This is not your average or typical barbershop or hair salon. It is an experience. Master barbers, experienced hairstylists, estheticians, nail techs, complimentary drinks, car wash services, the list goes on and on. All headed by Jerome P. Jones, Master Barber. So come and enjoy the look, the feel, and the lifestyle at the Jones Experience Grooming Studio at 4041 West Wheatland Road, Dallas, Texas 75237. For booking info, go to jonesexperiencedallas.com.
Faith Walker's Charities, a faith-based organization focused on community outreach in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Their mission is to provide for those who are in need with a holistic approach while leading them to stability. Faith Walker's Charities was founded by DeAnthony Thompson, Seaver Nickerson, and Chris Rogers, with the vision of being generous and helping out the homeless. There's many ways that you can help with this organization, either by donating through their website, faithwalkerscharities.org, or if you are in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, you can go out in the community and serve with them. So faithwalkerscharities.org. Also, follow them on social media, Faith Walker's Charities.
Come on, son. Come on.
Hey, I've been talking about Sit or Start Fantasy Football all season. Hopefully you downloaded the app and it helped you win in your league. Well, it's now NFL playoff time. So those of you out there playing fantasy football in the playoffs, go download the app. It puts the power of stats to work for you. Better fantasy decisions, better fantasy results. The app is still available. Go download it today. Use the referral code BS3. Also, the app keeps you up to date on news and notes around the NFL. Sit or Start Fantasy Football, sitterstart.net. Today's show is sponsored by Ivan Dawkins of ENVIROCLEAN Systems. Somebody that I know very well. I've had a long-lasting relationship with him, and I've served side by side with him for quite some time. I can personally attest to his character and integrity, and it is with no hesitation at all that I would recommend ENVIROCLEAN Systems for residential or commercial water damage, such as water heater leak cleanup and dry out, sewage cleanup and removal, or a